In our video a few months back, we spoke about some of the films that we are looking forward to, just taking into account the premise the movies are focusing on. Abhishek Chaube's Chambal bandit film, set during the emergency period of the mid-1970s, was one of them, and it's safe to say, barring certain creative flaws, it was worth it. With a talented cast including Sushant Singh Rajput, Bhumi Pednekar, Ashutosh Rana, Manoj Bajpayee and Ranveer Shori, you knew that you would have some stellar performances. In addition to that, just knowing Chaube's impressive filmography, you knew the film was not just going to be a forgettable journey. Here's telling you the good and bad aspects of the film so that you can take a final decision of whether to go for this film this weekend. It was quite the roller coaster ride, so here goes. The bad. Length. The film carries on for 2 hours and 26 minutes. And it is a well accepted fact that when you have an ensemble cast in developing stories for each character, creators tend to become rather indulgent on focusing on every minute detail so that we can understand them. This leads to the film, especially in the second half, dragging along to a long number of shootouts, hiding in localities to eventually get to another shootout, and this constant snake chasing the rat rigmarole, which carries on till the very end. There are certain moments, especially in its last hour, where supporting characters we were never introduced to are fleshed out. Chase sequences ensue, not leading to a justifiable conclusion. This in turn leads to the length of the film increasing. Even though I was fully invested in the plot development, the film could have been more crisp through the editing department. Surface level treatment. The only creative issue I had with the film was that certain elements are brought into the limelight yet are never fleshed out. We are transported to the action straight away and are assumed to know every intricate detail that exists about every aspect. Be it the caste system, its relevance to the relationships between certain factions, how it plays such a key role in the conflict that exists. We are told that this film is set during the emergency period, yet the conflict between the bandits, their looting several factions, and the fight with the police somehow never connects with the government's national decision. So Sushant Singh Rajput is always curious about what is the dharma of the bandits. It is to protect their caste till the very end, without questioning anything. Rather than focusing on the cause of the injustice to the group which led to them adopting this lifestyle, we are just to follow this group without understanding what their real cause or journey is. Lastly, except Bhumi Pednekar's character, an individual from the very start you can empathize with as she runs away from an awful environment, all the bandits, despite putting forth exceptional performances, are not characters that the audience fully grasped, loved and stuck till the very end. In Chaube's work Udta Punjab, every character, be it Alia Bhatt's journey from drug peddling to getting brutally raped to ultimately getting a taste of freedom, or Diljit Dosanjh, an honorable cop ready to crack down the drug racket while at the same time struggling to come to terms with his own brother falling prey to the addictive substance. These characters stayed with us and we felt everything and understood them. In Sonchiriya, however, with the multiple motivations of several characters which are still blurred to me, it was tough to take back one character specifically and truly feel for their journey. The good. Cinematography. The movie completely transports you to the desolate and lawless ravines of Chambal. Cinematographer Anuj Rakesh Dhawan captures the environment of this lifeless landscape beautifully, with wide-angle and aerial shots of cross-firing, POV shots of movements of the bandits, and the slow-motion close-ups of the characters in moments of agony or dilemma. The film technically is shot brilliantly, and for audiences that are fans of the way films are shot, this is one stellar piece of art. Despite being vast in its landscape, there is an atmosphere of hopelessness in Chambal. Yet, in such a tough terrain, it is the home of the Baghis. Definitely a visual treat to the eyes. Not for the faint-hearted. One thing is clear with this film, that it is not for everyone, especially the faint-hearted. The film is gory and unapologetically violent. In such an environment where individuals are constantly fighting to stay alive, everyone is of a certain temperament, at any time ready to snap at one another. As crossfires and assassinations take place, blood oozes out of each police officer or bandit. Necks are slit, people are dragged across the ground, and there are too many headshots to even count. If you are a fan of gritty and bloody action sequences, this is the film for you. It doesn't think twice before showing you all the dead bodies just piling up like it's a war zone. Performances. The biggest strength of this film, and in my opinion which leads for it to be a memorable piece, are the performances by the entire ensemble cast. The language has a specific tone which are aced by the actors. Manoj Bajpayee as Man Singh, the gang leader, just showcases to us that he is one of the most talented actors across the country. The man has the best line in the film, saying, "Sarkari goli se koi mara hai?" इनके वादों से मरते हैं. Ranveer Shori as Vakil Singh, the second in command, does not skip a beat with every emotion, be it moments of feeling betrayed, sadness, or just absolute loyalty to his kind. Shori takes your breath away and in my opinion was the best performance of the film. Bhumi as Indumati Tomar is fiery, resolute, and just so bloody good. An actor that has so much more to offer in the industry. Sushant Singh Rajput as Lakhna has to do a lot of heavy lifting and does a commendable job. Ashutosh Rana, with his scary eyes, still brings chills down my spine. You really can't go wrong with such a talented cast. So guys, despite its length, the film is a compelling action film set in the heart of India. It includes some powerful performances and well-crafted action sequences that only a specific audience can appreciate. I understand this film will not be a rager at the box office, but we can do our due diligence and support artists trying to tell us unique and thought-provoking stories with its origin in India. And that was the video, guys. Write down in the comments below what you thought about the movie. Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram. The handle's right in front of you. Follow me at JammyPants4. Also, please support us by smashing the like button and subscribing to our channel for weekly content ahead. Thank you for watching.